just talk a minute about your observations of client side versus agency side. I think that's always interesting for people.
Yeah, it's a conversation that I have a lot. They are both the same sides of the coin, right? Like you are doing basically the same work inside of both, but the scale, speed, and differentiation that you get outside in the agency world is very, very different than what I think is happening inside of brands. And I say that to the effect of within agencies, you're likely working on either super huge account and you're dedicated there, or more often
Mhm.
than you're not, you're spread across a couple of different brands and accounts you're working across. Inside of an organization, you're working on that single organization. So the opportunity to focus and really build out what you do from a strategic perspective inside of a company is huge. Whereas in an agency, you're pitching the ideas, you're pitching the concepts. And then for the most part, you're sort of taking a step back once those ideas have been pitched, right? And so pace of play is often, I think, very different inside of brands than it is in agencies. I would say also just the opportunity. My sense is based on the several brands that I've had the opportunity to be on inside. There is way more nuance to the process of around the how the work gets done, and less focus on the creative side of the work that you do get inside of agencies. But more and more, as brands have built out their agency talent inside of their organizations, or built out service agencies inside of their organizations, a lot of that creativity is coming back in house. So the lines are much more blurred, I feel like, these days, of what's happening inside of agencies versus what's happening inside of brands, more than they ever have done before. Whereas, back in my day, there were very clear things that were happening outside the building versus what's happening inside the building.
Mm,
Yeah, I
mm,
think that's a great take on it. I always think too, it's like agency variety, right? Client side depth of the
Yes.
business overall, right?
Yes.
So that was another thing I would say.